Is there a problem, Miss
No,
Stillman?
Warren. Everything's Denver on my end.
Then, where are the files?
I've got to move these files before he gets suspicious. We'll talk more later.
Wait, what's that mean, everything's Denver?
It means everything's fine.
Why Denver?
It's a reference to Denver International Airport. There's an underground facility there. It's where the accident happened.
Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm
We're
coming.
nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't...
It doesn't what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
Preparation is crucial to your success. Clear the area.
Come in, my student. We have much to discuss. We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The peace of Eden is temptation given form. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool. One that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then.
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams. Like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison, and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced, then, to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
Going to cause trouble. Mad? God save him. He's gone now. He's going to hit someone.
When you have been exposed to the guards, break their line of sight and try to hide from them. Stay hidden.
Safety and peace, Altair.
Upon you as well, brother.
Seems fate has a funny way with things.
So it's true, then. Robert de Sable is in Jerusalem.
I've seen the knights myself.
Only misfortune follows that man. If he's here, it's because he intends ill. I won't give him the chance to act.
Do not let vengeance cloud your thoughts, brother. We both know no good can come of that.
I have not forgotten. You have nothing to fear. I do not seek revenge, but knowledge.
Truly, you are not the man I once knew.
My work has taught me many things, revealed secrets to me. But there are still pieces of this puzzle I do not possess.
What do you mean?
All the men I've laid to rest have worked together, united by this man. Robert has designs upon the land. This much I know for certain. But how and why, when and where, these things remain out of reach.
Crusaders and Saracens working together?
They are none of these things, but something else. Templars.
The Templars are a part of the Crusader army.
Or so they'd like King Richard to believe. No, their only allegiance is to Robert de Sable and some mad idea that they will stop the war.
You spin a strange tale.
You have no idea, Malik. But tell me where they've been seen. I should be after him before he slips away.
3 places I can say for certain. West of here, near both a guard tower and a hospital. And to the southwest, at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. See what you can learn. I will do the same.
I'll be quick as I can.
Stay safe, my friend.
Fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. You dare imagine in my presence? But I say, this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater. سوف يؤذي نفسه هذا. What أيها اللص? Has he gone mad? You have no business. Where is the one responsible? What أيها اللص? لص حقير. ما الذي يجعله يركض هكذا؟ The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, Waiting! He tempts us always! Be strong! Strong like Salahanin! Take up arms against our... Don't hurt me, please! İstediğimizi yaparız, tamam mı? Stop this, please!
You must not trespass here. أنتم تتبعون إلها زائد.
Please! I've done nothing wrong!
Come no further. Turn back now. Stop! You must not trespass here. Oh!
Kalabalığın içine karışmayı seviyoruz. Dediğimizi yaparız, tamam mı? Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına izin vermeyiz.
You ever seen someone do that before? I haven't. What is he doing?
There he is!
Did you?
Safety and peace, Master. Have you seen all the vile Templars in town? I have been ordered to kill as many as I can before the burial of your latest victim, Majd Udin. I am sure if it were your mission, it would be done in no time. I have learned much while looking for those Templars. I will share valuable information with you when you get back.
Please, someone do something!
Kenara çekil.
I beg of you! Please! I beg of you, just a few coins, please! Why are my family sick and dying? Could you spare a few coins? I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
You shouldn't be here. Be
You are not supposed to be here. Leave.
Hey! Çık ortaya!
God curse the one who's done this. Where are you? What's this? ماذا؟ لن يبعد كثير. من الذي فعل هذا؟ أخبرني. ماذا؟ من الذي فعل هذا؟ أخبرني. يمر بالجوار. لن يبعد كثير.
I know now why I joined our clan. Just to be in your presence is a gift from God. This is what I have learned about Robert's men. They are well prepared for battle. To fight them all at once would be unwise. Better to let them chase you for a while before striking back. But it is disrespectful for me to tell a master how he should behave in combat. Forgive me, master.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür. Pis hırsız. Gebereceksin. Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür. Pis hırsız. Gebereceksin.
You'll hurt someone at that speed.
Kenara çekil.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Kalabalığın içine karışmayı seviyor. Gözünüzü dört dediğimizi yapmak senin bizi kandırmasına izin ver.
Take the map I've given you and see that the guards are placed accordingly. We'll be safe enough during the procession. It's the burial that worries me. Easy for our enemies to hide amongst the crowd.
If you're so concerned, why not post your own men? Search the site yourselves.
Our presence here has caused enough chaos. I can only imagine how the people would react, seeing Crusader soldiers marching across their holy ground.
Then perhaps you should not attend at all.
He was our friend and brother, and we will honor him as he passes from this world. You insult me by suggesting otherwise.
I'll post the men. I don't want trouble either.
Then stop trying to make it and do as you've been asked.
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtulduk. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin ver. Dediğimizi yaparız, tamam mı? Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölüm.
God save us!
Come no further.
It's forbidden to...
I'll take you down!
They're here! I'll get you!
Durdun geber kafir! Gel buraya! Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Animus here! There, he's dead!
Durdurun onu!
He couldn't have gone far!
İşte kaçıyor! Durdurun!
I see him!
Kaçmasına izin vermeyin!
Where is he?
Leave now! Burada işimiz bitti gitmiş. Burada işimiz bitti gitmiş.
Did you see them? No, but I've heard the whispers. Is it true? Crusader Knights in Jerusalem?
It is.
And?
Different from the others. Finely dressed and bearing expensive gifts.
We should relieve them of this burden.
They've made camp near David's citadel, close to the cemetery.
To attend a funeral?
So it seems.
Then let us visit their camp while they pay their respects.
Where is he going? You are not allowed to leave now. Leave. Come no further. You have no business here. Leave.
أنتم تتبعون
It's
إله
forbidden.
أيها المرسل عليه اقبضوا عليه لن تفلت مني
Kaybetmeyin onu!
اسم حقيقي وأقطع يديه
Kaybetmeyin onu! Kovalayın!
أنتم تتبعون إلها
Leave, peasant, before I make it.
Away with you. Stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake. It is our very existence we are fighting for. We are all fighting for.
You've the scent of success about you, brother.
I've learned much about our enemy.
Share your knowledge then. Let us see what can be done with it.
Robert and his Templars walked the city. They've come to pay their respects to Majd-ud-Din. They'll attend his funeral, which means so will I.
What is this that Templars would attend his funeral?
I have yet to divine their true intentions, though I'll have a confession in time. The citizens themselves are divided. Many call for their lives. Still others insist that they are here to parley, to make peace.
Peace?
I told you. The others I've slain have said as much to me.
That would make them our allies. And yet we killed them.
Make no mistake, we are nothing like these men. Though their goal sounds noble, the means by which they'd achieve it are not. At least, that's what Al-Mualim told me.
So what is your plan?
I'll attend the funeral and confront Robert.
The sooner the better. Fortune favor your blade, brother.
Malik, before I go, there's something I should say.
Be out with it.
I've been a fool.
Normally I'd make no argument, but what is this? What are you talking about?
All this time, I never told you I was sorry. Too damn proud. You lost your arm because of me. Lost Qadar. You had every right to be angry.
I do not accept your apology.
I understand.
No, you don't. I do not accept your apology because you are not the same man who went with me into Solomon's temple. And so you have nothing to apologize for.
Malik.
Perhaps if I had not been so envious of you, I would not have been so careless myself. I'm just as much to blame.
Don't say such things.
We are one. As we share the glory of our victories, so too should we share the pain of our defeat. In this way, we grow closer. We grow stronger.
Thank you, brother.
Rest if you need to, Altair, that you might be ready for what lies ahead.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they see only suffering in their wake. They say...
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
Please now!
Anyone help me!
He lost his mind?
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please!
Hırsızlık yapmanı...
You've something to say. Infidel! Stand no chance. God is on my side. Yeah. Then you could have done it. Yes. God is on my side! Won't get away from me yet! Yes, God is on my side! Yes!
Oliada'da kaybettim. Seni gözüm kapalı bile yenerim.
Murderer! You're nothing but a murderer!
What happened to this poor soul?
All I ask is for a few coins.
You won't get away with that,
How dare you! God, spare me! Spare me! Help me!
Have any money? No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please. Just a few coins, please.
We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Majd-ud-Din. Taken too soon from this world. I know you feel sorrow and pain at his passing, but you should not. For just as we are all brought forth from the womb, so too must we all one day pass from this world. It is only natural, like the rising and the setting of the sun. Take this moment to reflect on his life and give thanks for all the good he did. Know that one day you will stand with him again in paradise.
Amen.
As you know, this man was murdered. We have tried to track his killer, but it has proved difficult. These creatures cling to the shadows and run from any who would face them fairly. But not today, for it seems one stands among us. He mocks us with his presence and must be made to pay. Seize him! Bring him forward that God's justice might be done!
Geber kafir!
Deri gözün kapalı bile yeter.
I would see your eyes before you die.
I sense you expected someone else.
What sorcery is this?
No sorcery. We knew you'd come. Robert needed to be sure he'd have time to get away.
So he flees.
We cannot deny your success. You have laid waste to our plans. First the treasure, then our men. Control of the Holy Land slipped away. But then he saw an opportunity to reclaim what has been stolen, to turn your victories to our advantage.
Al-Mualim still holds your treasure, and we've routed your army before. Whatever Robert plans, he'll fail again.
Ah, but it's not just Templars you'll contend with now.
Speak sense.
Robert rides for Asa to plead his case that Saracen and Crusader unite against the Assassins.
That will never happen. They have no reason to.
Had, perhaps. But now you've given them one. 9, in fact. The bodies you've left behind, victims on both sides. You've made the Assassins an enemy in common and ensured the annihilation of your entire order. Well done.
Not 9. 8.
What do you mean?
You were not my target. I will not take your life. You're free to go, but do not follow me.
I don't need to. You're already too late.
We'll see.
Kill him! Get away with this! You couldn't have gone far here! I'll get you! You will not get away from me! Give us! No
Kaçmasına izin vermeyin.
Brother! أنت تتبع طريق الضلال! Fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this. I stand before you.
It was a trap.
I had heard the funeral turned to chaos. What happened?
Robert de Sable was never here. He sent another in his stead. He was expecting me.
You must go to Al-Mualim.
There's no time. She told me where he's gone, what he plans. If I return to Masyaf, he might succeed. And then, I fear we'll be destroyed.
We have killed most of his men. He cannot hope to mount a proper attack. Wait, did you say she?
Yes, it was a woman. Strange, I know. But that's for another time. For now, we must focus on Robert. We may have thinned his ranks, but the man is clever. He goes to plead his case to Richard and Salah ad-Din, to unite them against the common enemy. Against us.
Surely you're mistaken. This makes no sense. These two men would never...
Oh, but they would. And we have ourselves to blame. The men I've killed, men on both sides of the conflict. Men important to both leaders. Robert's plan may be ambitious, but it makes sense. And it could work.
Look, brother. Things have changed. You must return to Masyaf. We cannot act without our master's permission. It could compromise the Brotherhood. I thought you had learned this.
Stop hiding behind words, Malik. You wield the creed and its tenets like some shield. He's keeping things from us. Important things. You were the one told me we could never know anything, only suspect. Well, I suspect this business with the Templars goes deeper. When I'm done with Robert, I will ride for Masyaf that we may have answers. But perhaps you could go now.
I cannot leave the city.
Then walk amongst its people. Seek out those who served the ones I slew. Learn what you can. You call yourself perceptive. Perhaps you'll see something I could not.
I don't know. I must think on this.
Do as you must, my friend. But it's time I ride for Arsuf. Every moment I delay, our enemy gets one step ahead of me.
Be careful, brother.
I will be. I promise.
Stop this, please! You're trying to find anything useful at the other merchant. That won't happen here. I've done nothing wrong. You look like something. You'll find it here.
Just a little longer, better.
Much more.
Have you gone back?
What the fool? Stop acting like a fool. He's going to hurt himself. When he does, I won't help him. Please.
Jar carriers can easily break your cover if you cause them to drop what they're carrying.
Kill him!
Belki sefer elimizde bir
Thank you.